Stay on you.
He saw how heavily he balls. Every project at the seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic.
This nigga better not have used my auntie.
All it takes is a melody to remind me of home.
Oh my lord.
Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIA, all reminds me.
Hell yeah, them niggas is fucking free fucking win, man. Fucking Raptors, bro. Like, niggas. Them and the Hawks is free fucking food every year, bro. He played the fucking Raptors and the Hawks damn near almost all them years, too, bro. That's crazy. Like, niggas don't want to compete, bro. Like, niggas don't want to compete, man. Like, no, not even that. Like, he don't even want to compete. He just want to be on some, all the best niggas on one team, automatically go to the finals and shit. Don't want to compete type shit.
13th victory. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Colts. So with that, we'll send you up to the Hoosier State. And Lucas
Like, if he had never left, then I could have respected it. But he had to leave. Like, he had to leave to do it on some shit. And he still needs, like, how you, like, talk about you need more playmakers? How the fuck you need more playmakers? Like, you get whoever you want. Anyway. Pull up,
between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. On the return now, it's Josh Huff.
Oh, you didn't push nothing? Oh, yeah, nah, yeah, you lucky, but, I guess because that's McAfee, because he's such a good kicker. Good punter, but fucking yeah, if you don't push nothing, it'll fucking good luck. I'm just about done. All right. You ready, right?
Yeah.
Play clock winding down. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Jameis to throw it.
Ooh.
The tight end's got it.
Good
A gain
shit.
of 6 there on
I
first.
see.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On second down, Martin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Trying to go for big hits and shit.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They run again on first down, Martin. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Second down, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side.
Okay.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Martin. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who
what? I
gave
didn't
himself his own
challenge
nickname,
nothing.
the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level,
what was there to challenge?
plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Some weird shit.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Complete, he finds Bray. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Trent Cole's been around the block a little bit in this league. Whether he's playing defensive end or outside linebacker, he provides consistent play.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Again, it's Martin. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
The play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans from 3 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Oh, my God. No, Aguero.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
It's Bray or Gray? Right. Shall kick return the nigga who's supposed to know? I think it's Gray or Bray.
Gore back there is the lone setback. They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Good point you brought up before the game is you hear great quarterback-receiver duos. You think Manning, Beckham, Roethlisberger, Brown, Ryan, and Jones, but Luck and Hilton. How about these two? I mean, T.Y. led the league in yards in 2016.
And a lot of it done from the slot position. And he's one of those guys that can work inside, and they can also stick him outside. He can go deep and make big-time plays. T.Y. Hilton is Mr. Excitement with the ball in his hands.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a 1st down throw, Luck.
Look, why you do that?
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the ball switches back over to Tampa Bay, and as they get set in place on offense, Charles, talk about the running game and the O-line, where they stack up going into next year, because Doug Martin was only active for 8 games this last season. Rushing total dropped down to 400 yards, basically.
Yeah, they were fortunate they picked up Jaquiz Rodgers during the year, and he gave them some nice games throughout, but I start with the offensive line. They've got some good building blocks. Left tackle Donovan Smith, guard Ali Marpet. Great places to begin. I think they'll continue to try and fortify that offensive line because that will help whoever becomes their primary ball carrier.
They run the counter with Martin, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And Winston lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Huff to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So the call stands as is. Not only is that the case, now you're out of challenges too.
Which means that if anything goes haywire and you look out and you want to get it corrected, you cannot unless it's within 2 minutes.
Following the interception, Winston. His throw incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Working out of the gun, Winston. A dump off to Sims. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Get that. Yeah, get that. Get that. Up, you should have got it, see? Yeah, try to let it bounce, right? Yeah.
At the 4-yard line. And the possession switches to Indianapolis. Here come the Colts. As you look forward for them, after 3 11-5 campaigns, back-to-back 8-8 seasons, missing the playoffs. But it appears Chuck Pagano will be the head coach again. Many thought he might be on the way out.
He's staying. Brand new general manager in place. They'll have to work hand-in-hand together to keep improving the roster. But you just mentioned the back-to-back 8-8 seasons. In the AFC South, that only puts them about 1 game out of the playoffs. So if they can make any type of improvement, they have a chance to get back into the playoffs where they were for the previous 3 seasons. Did you come play football
on Thanksgiving?
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From his goal line here, Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Get your ass over here, boy.
And they're going to get this one up past the 25. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I still remember when Frank Gore came out of the University of Miami, and there were injury questions about him because of his knees. Guess what? He just had his 9th 1,000-yard season in 2016 with Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's something. It's an Indianapolis Colts franchise that the last few years has really struggled with guys running the football, but Gore picking him back up this year.
Come on.
30. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Why wouldn't I be there?
Tight game after punting
that type of shit, Nels, you know me. You just forgot me for a second.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Spark that cannon.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Trent Cole on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, Winston.
Mikey.
He's got Evans. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down.
Yo, tell me my boy Mikey didn't go ape shit, though, last
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important
without the
times.
gang,
Because
it's
he
no
can
more.
trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Yeah. You know, that shit was like religion, like.
Shift together here from the D-line.
We stop doing the what?
In motion left, that's Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Jameis to throw it. Jackson's got it over the middle. And on this one, he'll
Hey,
get
yo.
to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Jameis on second down. He gets it to Humphreys. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They come out here in the eye. Third down. It's Martin. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time.
Right?
Keith Tandy. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No
Coming
one
off
goes
an
out on the field
injury-riddled
and says, all right,
season.
let's just settle for 3 except in certain
Have you been watching
situations.
basketball?
Try to
Have you
ice
been
the
watching
game, that sort of
basketball?
deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe
Not
that's
at all?
exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no
Matter of fact, when the last time you balled?
Here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with
Stop playing with me.
They'll be out of timeouts from here
For real, stop playing, bro. Not that last time we balled, bro. Hell no.
Second down.
God damn,
run.
I thought I was rusty. God, yo, damn, that's crazy, yo. Without like niggas, without like your niggas and
Now
shit,
a
like
second
niggas
down
don't
throw
even be
for
off that
Winston.
for shit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's crazy. I can't even call timeout because these
His
niggas
second
did
sack
that
now
crazy
in the
shit with them
afternoon.
challenges.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find something.
I don't remember.
Before he knew
I
I
probably might use the third
back
one.
to what you said at the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete.
What?
And we're down to 8 seconds now. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Colts coming out now. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s. Probably about the outside of his range. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
In case you try some dumb shit. No, Vinatieri. You good, but you're not that goddamn good.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is
Hell
the NFL,
yeah.
and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
We got Deshaun Jackson now. Yeah, Tampa Bay got Deshaun
so both teams
fucking
have their
Jackson.
marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
We definitely gonna be squadding up watching some football.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At Buffalo.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that.
Try to just get my shit up a little bit, then I could be out, go somewhere better.
Cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Ooh.
We'll see if they can pick
Frank,
it up.
I swear to God. Yeah, come back, Frank, come back. Say, oh, they gave me first.
Time and a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Oh, yeah. That's him.
Now
what?
And a flag,
oh,
and I think we got a jump
fuck
here.
out of here. Yeah, okay. You'll take it, I know.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down.
I know.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Oh, yeah, get in there and get some of that now. Yeah, we take it how we living out here, too, now. You heard?
Full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nah, yeah, we definitely living foul out here, too, now.
To be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to
grimy
roam.
shit.
They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Get your ass over. All right.
Here's Luck now on second down. And
incomplete
coach. There. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Yeah, we was just talking about like them, how them like them sites and shit. Niggas always just squad up type shit. Like
absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Throwing on third down.
Ooh.
Incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and it's fourth down.
Pretty
good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build.
You gotta double tap it. Yo, if it's on some weird shit, double tap it, yo. You heard? Like if it's doing some weird shit, like it's not clicking, then it's going up or down, like double tap that shit.
Now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not
I ain't
nearly
even
as
never
emotional.
sparked cannon.
They're a lot more clinical.
I'm locked in.
Every now and then, they'll get happy if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll get the football here. Oh, a little 360. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. To throw is Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I called still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds or kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So
okay, get my neutral zone insertion. What's up? Like, nigga was in the neutral zone. What you
pick up there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day. Tough sledding.
They shot out, but you got back.
The entire game.
That's still
not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Ooh.
So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well,
Yo, you remember how
those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
I had my playbook in the top downloads and shit.
One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them.
That Duncan shit.
Downfield after the catch,
back-to-back years and shit. Tell me how I didn't even make that shit this year.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Nah, like, I guess I fucking, I mean, always, anyway, I always, like, play, I always got to master the Tampa Bay shit first, because it is the Tampa Bay playbook. It's just, I add more shit to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Don Flats, you know what I mean? Nickel strong, nickel 3-5 and shit, more defenses, whatever, like, more plays I run.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis.
Yeah, what else you got? You got mad shit. You got like everything I got.
Last time with just punting the football.
For P4, what you got, the 1-2?
Play the game. That complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense?
Yeah. Nah, that's what I was saying. I know you got a lot of shit for the P4, I was saying.
Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, I just got one too. Because niggas got games. Niggas got games. Like, that's what I got to send me 2 terabytes. Now you supposed to get the terabytes, you mean. You got the terabyte, yeah.
Back now in
that's like 1,000 gigs or some
it's
shit.
The Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Word. Yeah, keep your shits too. Yeah, you might as well just keep your collection up, because you know, like, them shits you don't really get the value for them.
And the D-line
like,
pinching together
must
be expecting the run.
Keep your collection up with this shit. Especially like your Call of Duties and shit, you know, them shits always keep coming on. Come on, Allen. Come on. We'll come back.
Left side by Hilton. And brought down, but not
good route,
before
too wide.
the 45-yard line.
Now that was pretty.
And you changed him to that.
Route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Got him.
Pops free. The collision
Got him,
coach.
coach.
The ball loose and brings up
I did just like you taught me, coach. Wait till he catches it.
It's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that wasn't T.Y.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down.
Oh,
Dorsett hauls it in. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Yeah,
the screen pass was taken away there, but what a
like
nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 1st and 10, Luck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down. And now the offense
right now, if I had my playbook, I could have my 4-6 shit right now. You know what I mean? I would be in some 4-6. Oh, that's us, coach. Oh.
Complete. He dropped it in the end zone. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's 2nd down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head, because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
No, Frank.
Now on 2nd
no,
down,
Frank.
This is goal.
You here, Frank.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value.
all live and shit, you be used to just, you know what I mean, no huddle.
Because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Grimy.
His pass is intercepted.
Grimy.
Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time running out here on the play clock. Second down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Five yards to gain here on third down. Winston from the gun on third down. He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
My boy said
that's taken on the 25.
My boy said 2 years.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39.
You probably still got it. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Like I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I know you still got it. Shit. Even though I'm rusty, like I know I still got it too. That's what I'm saying, man.
Get set to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On first down, it's Long. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. Give him a couple on the catch in second and 8.
2 yards, yeah, that ain't about that.
Game throwing the football.
That's a win for the D.
You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Luck now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Lost.
3.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And
you still got your 2K, right?
They couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Yes.
Yeah,
that shit is kind of
move the ball at least a few times on offense.
They ain't even really make that shit better or nothing.
And hopefully flip the field.
They just made it the same shit.
Yeah. That's what they're looking for here. Carry number 20 here for Martin. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about.
You gotta like play that shit.
First down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule.
Right.
3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Winston here to throw.
Oh, you
And
love
can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
You ain't about to find out on me, nigga. Pretty sure they can. You know what I'm saying? What, defensive press? Yeah, you gotta like really either like really bump them off or some like excessive shit, run into the nigga like and bump them off, or tackle them early on some shit. That's what we do like anyway. Pretty much straight up.
Now out of the gun. And good penetration. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use.
Defense, one more stop. One more fucking stop.
High kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
I'm like, if you don't,
Fair catch called, it's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
Hey, that was the log snapper too. That was the log snapper cover for you. Right? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely right.
And the wideout in motion. He's back to throw.
Ooh.
And this is going to be incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off.
Because that's hard
and
reads.
The possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Burn your hard
Here
reads
comes
to
the
3.
Tampa Bay
Let's
offense now
go.
heading back out onto the
Yo, you seen that shit with
field.
Uber and Olin in it?
Possession game, but the defense got the stop.
Yeah, that type of shit.
Now.
That type
Just
of
salted
shit,
away,
yo.
right?
Exactly.
That's how niggas
That's
coming.
all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger. There goes Doug Martin. The 20. It's a big-time run there by Martin. 53
run it up
yards
for
on
you
the
guys.
ground. Great run by Martin. We saw it even better when last year 85 yards was the longest run by a running back a year ago.
Yeah, like, I mean, nah, like, it was like a borderline, like, dirty fucking,
different from the one that people have
was
given him.
borderline
He can pick
dirty,
his own
you know
now.
what I'm saying?
By the way, if you're
But
wondering who had a longer run, Mariota had 87 yards last year on a run. No gain, and it's second down.
that's what I was saying. Like, it wasn't like blatantly dirty to me type shit. Like, it was a pretty like gritty screen. It was definitely a gritty screen, but he damn near was set. My boy was like, "Yo, he extended." I'm like, I ain't really see no extension. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, maybe he did, but you going brace type shit. Like, if a nigga running into you full speed, like, you're gonna, you know what I mean, do something. You're not just gonna not nothing.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Plus ratchets, whatever. Fuck it.
tomorrow?
4.
You gonna be on it?
Oh, no, I might be or whatever. Yeah, so should be. Alright.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL.
You had a chance. What you mean? You had a chance. Look. At least they defense. At least they defense held up. At least you could say they defense like held up. Like, you feel me? It was a game. Like, niggas.
Shit, bro. That nigga Doug was getting little all game. Look at
That's what I'm saying. Like, they did their thing. 80. Now I had 80. I had 80 yards. Passing, I had 80 yards. Cause I wasn't really passing. Oh yeah, see, Dougie had 20. Oh, he had a buck 35. I mean, he had to work for that though. He definitely and that 135 actually came from that run at the end. Yeah. Oh, a safety. Ooh, y'all got that safety hooker. Ooh, yeah, Ohio State boy. Yeah, get out there. He nice. He could be like an Ed Reed. Alright, Ed Reed. Word. Yeah, I respect it. Niggas didn't have to do too much. Just play defense, play keep away, and Dougie.